Project 1, which is the icebreaker. Her objectives are to begin speaking before an audience and to discover speaking skills she already has and skills that need some attention. Timer, please note, the time allotted is 4 to 6 minutes. I wish the speaker all the best. Back to you, Master.
Thank you very much. Now, the title of the icebreaker speech is from Hopscotch to Candy Crush. It's really a crush. Please, we are going to Lettisia Cherian for our icebreaker.
July last year, 3 a.m. I come back home after celebrating Germany's victory to find my father stand in front of the gate with an iron rod. Yes, an iron rod. To scare the life out of me. This is no joke. You can ask him, he's here. That's my dad. He was brought up like a strict military boy, and he tried to pass it on to me, but all in vain. If he was born in the 18th century, Hitler would have had tough competition. Master of ceremony, fellow Toastmasters, and guest, a very good evening. Good evening. 22nd August 1991, I came into being. Everybody was happy to see me. 6 months later, my mother, brother, and I traveled to Bombay to meet my dad. And then my childhood kicks off. So these were still the good old days where childhood meant playing with your friends, hopscotch, outdoors, going cycling. There were no smartphones or Facebook back then. A good 7 years in Bombay and 5 years in Kuwait. And 1 day before my 12th birthday, we're back in Bahrain. So you see, I was born in a very ancient family with a rich history of around 350 years or so. Offsprings of my family had a great reputation in the vicinity, both academically and career-wise. So obviously, I inherited all this pressure. My cousins and my brother pulled off pretty well. They managed a 98, 99% in school. But I was smarter. I knew I wouldn't get these days back. So while they were toiling, I was chilling with my friends in Indian school. And then 3 years passed by, and I had to choose my mainstream. A dilemma for every Indian school student. Science or commerce. Pressure built up again. My cousins were all studying to become doctors. My brother, being an engineer's son, and also a vegetarian, decided to pursue engineering. I, on the other hand, was so confused. So that's when my mother, a well-informed teacher and counselor by profession, walks up to me and tells me, it's okay not to become a doctor or an engineer. You see, the daughters of the founder of Apollo Group, they are not doctors. All they did was courses in hospital management, so they could manage this hospital and look after the doctors. So that was a ray of hope my mother gave me. And I decided to opt for commerce with entrepreneurship. So which meant I could handle all the doctors in my family. You see, so basically I am smarter. Yeah, and this was around the time when we all switched from Orchid to Facebook. Another 2 years passed, and I enrolled for bachelor's in commerce. And over the next 3 years, a lot of things happened. A lot of riots took place in Bahrain. Pearl Roundabout was brought down. Many expats flew back. Steve Jobs passed away. WhatsApp became famous. And I enrolled for Masters in Business Administration. Okay, that's distracting. I fortunately met Dr. Sahadullah, the chairman of Kim's Group, and I told him of how deeply I wanted to be in the healthcare sector. He told me to get in touch with him, and 8 months later, before even I know, I'm working with Royal Bahrain Hospital. The irony is, my cousins are still, 2 of them are still doing their MBA, MD, 4 of them doing their MBBS, and I have already left that job. And I have to join my next job. So when I got back to Bahrain, everything has changed. There was no Isa Town flyover back then, so I had to wake up way early back in school to catch up with all the traffic. There were not as many restaurants in Bahrain. All the people are so glued to their phones, be it people in the mall, be it the laborers on the road, or even people driving. And a few months later, Uncle Joel, sorry, DTM, introduces me to Toastmasters, where I meet so many talented speakers. And I always wondered, how am I going to come deliver my icebreaker? But now that it's over, phew.